The three-day Dr. Evil Classic took place in and around the wonderful garden route town of Plettenberg Bay from Thursday to Saturday. The name may strike fear into the legs of mountain bikers, but in fact race director Leon Dr. Evil Evans has aimed the event at weekend warriors and the hardcore racing snakes alike. All 3 days were under 80 kilometers in distance, with only the first stage extending beyond 1,000 meters in climbing. Around 300 riders took on the challenge of this year's Bucco Dr. Evil Classic as they headed away from Plettenberg Bay Game Reserve. The distance on the opening day, 72 kilometers and 1,350 meters of climbing. If they were lucky, the riders were able to see some game along the way. In a region blessed with such an abundance of stunning landscapes, the riders were spoiled for choice when it came to views. The weather certainly played its part. The top guns at the sharp end of the race were Plet locals Rogan Smart and Aidan Connolly riding for the bike shop Strotcamp, and they took control of the race early on. Also riding, albeit a lot further back than we're used to seeing them, was ABSA Cape Epic Grandmaster winner Rob Sim and former top pro and racing snake Oliver Munich. The pair had chosen their respective wives, Annette and Alana, as their partners for the weekend, and they were among 19 mixed teams in the race. Connolly and Smart duly won the stage in a shade over 2 hours and 36 seconds. Reinhard Jacobs was the first solo rider home, just under a minute behind them. Jacques and Van der Tattersel won the mixed, and Nikki Biersevel was the first woman home. Stage 2 took them to the north of Plettenberg Bay and the world-class Curlin Polo Estate. It was just under 50 kilometers and explored the almost inexhaustible number of forest and farm roads in the region. They had 960 meters to deal with though. The front of the race had a familiar look to it. Connolly and Smart put themselves in the mix, along with Team Dormacaba's Paris Besson and a number of other solo riders. The conditions were perfect. Clear blue skies with temperatures hitting the sweet spot between shirts open, water over the head heat, and second layer cold. For the majority of the field, the Bucco Dr. Evil though is all about having an adventure and fun through the hills and valleys of the lower slopes of the Outeniqua and Titsikama mountain ranges. The forest roads were explored to the full. The rivers at the bottom of the valleys cool and clear in the shade. The views east, west, north and south simply spectacular as ever on the garden route. The third and final stage explored the legendary Harkeville region to the south of Plettenberg Bay, and the name of the game was single track. The start and finish was at the Cairnbrogie Mountain Bike and Trail Park. And it didn't take them long to get into Harkeville. They enjoyed some of the very best forest trails in the country. It was a short stage at 51 kilometers and 850 meters of climbing, but it proved a tougher challenge for most than stage 2, with plenty of technical single track and some stunning and stinging climbs to deal with. Again, the bike shop Strotcamp pair took the win to claim the overall team title ahead of Neil Clark and Tyrone van Rooyen. Reinhard Jacobs won the solo men's race ahead of Hannes Jonker. Married for life, Jacques and Van der Tattersel took the mixed, and Nikki Biersevel the women's solo race.
It was the first kind of real stage race that we had set our sights on from a young age. So I think for us to win it not only last year but this year is a dream come true for us.
Another fantastic edition of the Buco Dr. Evil Classic. It's one you really should try and do next year.